You and Your Health with Dr. Richard Okoye, now on TVC News every Sunday by 3:30 p.m.
Hello. What a unique opportunity we have again to be together in this special edition of You and Your Health. Today we're going to answer a very, very important question. Should what happened to my father, what happened to my parents, also happen to me? Of course, you have seen a number of occasions where people suffer one thing and they say it runs in families. We talk about hypertension, diabetes. Now, looking also at the complications of the same, stroke, the issue that has to do with heart failure, kidney problem, you see also it runs in family. If my parents have, should I also have? These are many more we're going to discuss today. Listen to me. This is a day, just one key. We separate you from what they may call inherited disease. You can be out of that line of death by knowing one thing today. Good news you can share to anyone now is to call them to tune into this station, because that can avert the money you may begin to run up and down, spending in the hospital, and worse still, for burial. Please do that. I'll be right back.
You and Your Health with Dr. Richard Okoye, now on TVC News every Sunday by 3:30 p.m.
Welcome back. You are still on You and Your Health. I remain your friend, Dr. Richard Okoye, the president of Doctors Save a Life Foundation, a non-governmental organization with a clear vision of giving total health to the people of Africa through the power of knowledge. Today's edition is going to be something so striking, straight to the point. Should what happened to my dad or mom also happen to me? Is there opportunity that someone whose family have been suffering one thing will not be a victim of the same? We're going to see an answer today. To help us understand the practicality of our discussion today, let us look at one message. I received this very message and also give very important advice to the family which they followed. And I want us to read the condition of this very fellow. He said this very message, and very pathetic one. He said, Dr. Save a Life, I am a good follower of your program. God bless you for your good work. Thank you. Please help my family. Please get this. We lost our dad in 2014. Before he died, the legs were swollen and he struggled too much to breathe. My people said he was poisoned. Get that very message and keep by the side. Now again, our senior brother is suffering same thing. We are right now confused. Some say it is an attack, family curse, and all sorts. I don't just understand. Please advise us. I don't want my elder brother to die. Of course, you can see the depravity. You can see the confusion in the heart of this very fellow. I decided to make this very message anonymous because we're going to learn something from me. He said the problem we are suffering is common to all men. But in this particular case, he gave us something very, very striking. That what happened to the father is equally about to kill the son. There's an adage that says, if a child does not ask to know what killed his father, what killed his father will eventually kill him. That is what is typically being demonstrated here. That what killed the father is almost about to kill the son. And confusion everywhere. I know some of you right now passing through diverse health-related problems. Confusion has been there at the family level, suspecting one thing as they are just confused. But please, do me a favor. Because if we reverse by reason of knowledge what you are passing through right now, you can also save thousands of people that will suffer same thing, already suffering. They will come to you. You know, I told us some time ago, the problem of Nigerians, the cause of death is not necessarily the disease. It's a function of who you met when that very problem started. Most times when people meet us, we give them one advice, and that advice is the beginning of their death. That's why you need to have this. This particular family, I share something with them. They did some tests I asked them to do somewhere, which they did, and I will also show it anonymously anyway. We're going to ask a question and say, what are the things that could possibly make somebody's leg to be swollen and also make somebody to be breathless? And if you look at that, we can take two important causes of such, and that has to do with a heart problem, and that also has to do with a kidney problem. Another thing that can make the leg to be swollen could be a vascular problem. Be that as it may, it will not cause the person to have breathlessness. Okay? So let us take the two key, which we will find out here. Number one is that as they call and seeking for help and sent it, I saw it and I replied them and said, where you are, go around the hospital there, get your ECG done, get your echo done, and also let me have the kidney function test and also possible GFR, the glomerular filtration rate. And they did this test. Let me show you this. They did this very test, okay? That's the elder brother now, because the father is late. The kidney function happened to be okay. All right? And then look at the echo, which shows the chambers of the heart and all that. You can see a lot of anomaly. This particular heart is in trouble. As a matter of fact, this very heart is in a terrible trouble. The most terrifying aspect of it has to do with this. Look at what is called ejection fraction. The ejection fraction of this person in question is 24%. As a matter of fact, this guy can't do anything. He can't even be able, anything he does, he will get so weak and so tired. This particular ejection fraction is showing the percentage of blood the heart is able to pump out. And as a matter of fact, I can see some people with ejection fraction of over 80%, 70 something and all that. It is a concern when the heart pumping rate could go down as much as 35. But here we have 24. And what do you think that really happened for which the leg swelling started coming on board? The leg swelling started coming, whereby the heart will drop a little blood, as it were, now coming of fluid, okay? This thing will be carried to the kidney for kidney to assess, know the ones it will remove. Of course, because it's not enough. What he will assume is that we're in a state of dehydration. Instead of making the person to urinate as much often because of fluid, he will retain it because he feels that's a dehydration. So by retaining, the leg will start swelling. So that is one of the things. And second dimension has to be, because the fluid is also coming and coming and coming, this very person, the lungs will also be soaked. So breathing becomes a problem. If he manages to lie down, like I asked them, they can't sleep. Because if he lies down, he will feel choking. He has to get up, or what is called autopnea. All right. So this is one of the things that could happen, and which we classically establishing there is a heart problem that happened with the father, and also now the same problem is also happening to the son. In fact, his son's case is very bad. Before we close, time permits us, I will tell you how this very person will be able to live in the next couple of months. It's a bad one. But is there any hope? That I will reveal to you here. So when you have a situation of a heart-related problem, you find that you will have a problem that is called easy fatigability, easy tiredness, more time tired. There could be issue of poor sleep. That could be the issue that has to do like this case of breathlessness. There could be issue of leg swelling. There could be issue of what is called paradoxal nocturnal dyspnea, where the person will sleep in the day. While sleeping deep, he may wake up and begin to look for where to get fresh air. All these things can happen because of the issue of the heart has failed. Now we have a very major question to answer here. Is this particular problem a spiritual problem? As I say, it's a poison that killed the father. But now we are seeing something different. Additionally, we are going to ask also a question. Is it a family cause? If it is a family cause, is it preventable? If it is a family problem of a hereditary problem, must it go through all the children because they happen to be born by somebody that has this? What is fundamentally responsible for this kind of problem? And if it is, are there things that will make the children not to be victim of the same? These and many more. You're going to get today. If it has happened to your parent, I tell you, if you take what I will tell you today, it won't happen to you. Stay tuned. I'll be right back.
You and Your Health with Dr. Richard Okoye.
Hello, I'm Dr. Richard Okoye, the chairman of Save a Life Group. This is a digital BP apparatus I invented through God's inspiration. It happened to be the first BP apparatus in the entire world, hear me well, in the entire world that has the capability for you to measure your BP or your loved one anywhere in the world, and that will be directly real time transmitted to your doctor, to your hospital, or to anyone that will professionally help you. This is the effort we are making to prevent preventable deaths in our society. I can tell you, stroke, heart failure, kidney-related problems are all sequelae, complications of neglected hypertension. And today, it is a thing of joy that our people will no longer die such deaths. This is right now available. You may ask me, how did I come to say that such is the first in the world? Check out the features. This BP apparatus, of course, it may be looking like what you know, but it has this uniqueness. We designed this to have a lithium battery capable of lasting, if fully charged with Type-C, is rechargeable for 1 month in use. And also, if you can have a look at this, this is one product that can now complement NTN slogan everywhere you go. And how did we achieve it? With inspiration, we mounted on the wings of telecommunication companies that this is a Glo SIM card here. If your location is doing well on NTN or doing well on Airtel or Glo, there's no reason for you not to be reached. For those in rural communities, our parents in rural communities can have this. And you know the good news? They can measure their BP over there, and straight away it comes to your own phone. You can share with any doctor that can help you out. We're gonna find this together. Check out how it works. Just with your phone, as soon as you get this, look at the QR code, okay? Just scan this very QR code, and instantly it takes you to my home clinic. All of your vitals, the vitals of your beneficiaries, your loved ones, come right into this very vital. So you can check out the date. We have enough capacity. We have about 109 servers over there in the United States currently, and the capacity is there. Also developing more over there in Germany right now. And I can tell you, We have the optimism that Africa will no longer die preventable death. Share with everyone you know. You can call any of this number to order it or even this email. The details will be delivered to you. Share this good news for everyone and let's together build a healthier society for better productivity. God bless you.
You and Your Health with Dr. Richard Okoye.
Welcome back. You are still on You and Your Health. I remain your friend, Dr. Richard Okoye, the president of Doctors Save a Life Foundation. And today we are saying, don't allow what happened to your parents, even the ones you don't know, to happen to you. Let's look at what could have fundamentally be responsible for this very family crisis. Let me tell you, neglected hypertension has been the commonest cause of heart failure, of stroke, of kidney problem, and all sorts, being a metabolic disease. And in this particular case, the same could be the issue here. Of course, for the thinking about is a poison, which the father may have had hypertension, never cared about it. Of course, like father, like son. The son also got up having this very issue, no care. When pressure is on the heart will start struggling to be able to compensate it and we develop muscle. That's what they call your heart is enlarged. Your heart enlargement does not mean that it's a disease at the initial stage. It could be a compensatory measure, like somebody that's carrying weight as he's doing it, he may get muscle. It doesn't mean he's sick at that point. But if allowed to continue, that muscle will be very weak. And that's what exactly happened to here. The heart became weak, it can't pump the blood again. The heart started the struggle, and one of the days the father died. And now we have been able to see in this particular case that it is not a kidney problem for reason of this very test they did. And also on this very second one again, which is the echo, is now revealing that the ability of the heart to pump out blood is just 24%, which it can't carry any human being to do work. Our mission today is on prevention of this. Stroke, heart failure, kidney, sequelae of most time, hypertension, diabetes, hyperlipidemia. And that is one key thing we are fighting, that we have to nip those complications on the board by introducing the technology we have been able to come up with. This particular device, give me 1 minute. Okay. This very device, okay. Okay, these very devices you see here, these are more of an inspirational thing, maybe on the basis of the burden God has seen in my heart, that we're able to design this. All right? Now, the essence of this, we've also observed that most times, people get to the hospital, measure their BP, say BP is high and all that. BPs measured in the hospital is not a standard BP for the treatment of that very patient. I want to tell you something about that so you understand. Most time when people walk into the hospital, they walk into the hospital stressed. They walk into the hospital, a lot of adrenaline triggers, one issue of life or other, and you measure the BP. Sometimes the BP can be up more than it's supposed to be. Additionally, you could also have what is called white-collar hypertension. There are people that once you tie the BP apparatus, the BP run 200, you leave him, he will be in position to be normal. So the time this other person may have crisis, nobody will know exactly what you have to treat for them. And that's why we developed this application, that as you take your BP, you take your sugar, you look at other your cholesterol and the rest, it goes straight to your phone. the doctor will also see it real time. But look at the importance right now, because we could, by reason of what we design, that you can see your BP measured as a weekly average, monthly average. You could be able to find out that this has been give and take, because BP has never been the same. See, you can measure your BP 10 times, get different result 10 times. The reason is simple. Your mind and your adrenaline, based on your thoughts, based on your activity, keep on jumping. That's why BP is a range. Okay? So, on that particular accord, getting the average of your BP over a period of time is a fantastic measure. And also a pointer to the real you when it's gonna be on the aspect that has to do with your treatment. Very, very, very critical to mention that. Now, we have been able to observe that majority of our people don't care about their BP. Some that may have a BP device, they measure small time, the battery is gone, they drop it. No, we are saying no to that attitude anymore. You can't afford it. The cost of one day in ICU can't be compared to the drugs and all the kind of measures you have been able just to take. And that's the reason why we put up this and say, measure your BP, real time your doctor will have, real time you could be in position to be advised. Just like I advise this very family, and I will tell you right now what is the permanent solution to this kind of their problem, which we shouldn't allow to happen, because that are preventable sequelae, complication, neglected diabetes, neglected hypertension. I will later reveal to you how you could be able to monitor your sugar level, know the foods, all the foods in Nigeria, and what they can top up in terms of your sugar. Expect it as we make progress in this effort, that if we knock out stroke, knock out heart failure, knock out the issue of kidney-related problems and all that, we are most likely to improve Nigerian life expectancy. Most importantly, it is your personal responsibility to take care of your health. You don't have a second chance to live here. That's why I say aging without going for health check is like driving a car without dashboard. Stay tuned. I'll be right back as we look at what could we do for a person with this type of ejection fraction. Any hope for this person to live? The answer is yes. Stay tuned. I'll be right back.
You and Your Health with Dr. Richard Okoye.
The device is ready for use. You may start measuring. Systolic 151 millimeters of mercury. Diastolic 107 millimeters of mercury. Heart rate 66 beats per minute. According to the World Health Organization guidelines, your blood pressure, medium hypertension.
Wow, Doc for calling me. Hello, good morning, Doc.
Good morning, Honorable. How are you doing?
I'm okay, dear.
I'm just seeing your blood pressure on our system and it's slightly elevated.
Ah, you are seeing it now, immediately.
Yes, I am.
I just finished measuring it. I got up, I had my breakfast and said, let me look at my system and see how my vitals are doing. And you have seen it?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful.
Have you been taking your drugs?
No, I've not taken. I'm yet to take it. I've not taken some.
Please take it and then keep us updated.
Okay, I will do that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Doc. Wow, this is a wonderful war. This generation is lucky. It appears that the doctor is living with us anywhere we are going. The doctor knows what is happening. This is awesome. Thank God I'm alive to witness this. Anywhere you are, you can measure your BP. There's no cause for alarm again. I thank Dr. Save a Life for this wonderful innovation. We've not finished taking it. The doctor has received a report. What else again?
You and Your Health with Dr. Richard Okoye.
Welcome back. You are still on You and Your Health, and I do hope you have been able to benefit a lot from this very program today. Now, going further, that a person whose heart has failed, and he said he can't even move. If he move a little, he get tired. If he gets small thing done, a little thing that he couldn't be in position to sleep. If he sleep without a pillow, it will be as if life is passing out. Such a person, by medication, can be supported to an extent, but it's not something that can make the person function again in any form of activity. And to be able to help this type of person, there's a particular machine called Cath Lab. It's a system that manages issues that has to do with the heart. For this kind of a person, with the report of the ECG, he is most likely to have a need of what is called CRTD. I explain this. It's a cardiac resynchronization therapy with a defibrillator. It prevents cardiac arrest because this kind of people can easily go into arrest. All right. So in that very case, this particular cardiac resynchronization therapy can be put like this particular man right now is carrying it, and he's doing all his activity very well. All right. So it is something that can be done. We are used to say affliction shall not rise the second time. Friend, affliction can rise over and over again. Families have died on one particular problem all the way. But it is expected of us to know why even the first affliction happened and possibly what to do to avoid the same. And that is one of the things we are pursuing today. Stroke, heart failure, kidney problem, they are preventable sequelae. Diabetes, hypertension has been a bedrock. It can be stopped in our time. It is time, devil or no devil, let us start from the known before we go to the unknown. Share the knowledge you have today. Together, we can build a very healthy nation. Trust me, Nigerian life expectancy is already skyrocketing. Possible in our time. Let's do it together.